What's up? What's up? This your boy Scott Lewis, Apartment Gamer and more. Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. What's good, people? Today is the day to make decisions for the Nets and the Washington game, going back to back. We got Leaf in the house. What's up, Leaf?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Not much, not much. Same shit, different day. We got a tankathon going on here.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I had to remind myself that Washington played yesterday in Miami, and then they had to fly here, to fly to Brooklyn, and then
Yeah.
play. And we sat bro. Listen, I want to let everybody, because I know it's gonna be some bitching and it's gonna be some complaining and
If they
moaning
win,
about
yeah.
if the Nets win this game.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If the Nets win this game, there's nothing more that they could have done to lose this game.
Nah, there's nothing
There's
they could have
nothing
did.
more. They sat out.
Nah.
Everybody there was to sit out.
Yep. They played just
Everybody.
they just played what the NBA want them to do, play ball.
Listen and listen and look and all intents purposes, bro. Like the Nets, you cannot tell me that this year's Nets team was not all in on the tank and not
Oh
Jordy
yeah,
wasn't
they were
all in
all
on the tank.
in. They were all in
You can't
on the
tell
tank.
me that. You cannot tell me that. However, the NBA, people don't know how to take their fan hat off for just a few seconds and put themselves in different shoes. They want what they want and they don't give a shit like what nobody think about it. I understand. That's the whole thing about being a fan, bro. You want what you want and screw everything else. Here's
Yep.
the reality of the situation. The NBA is not letting none of these top prospects, these highly top prospects that's been highly top prospects for over a year and a half, and from the last draft, and they've been heavily scouted. They are not letting none of those prospects land to the Nets. They are not, bro. This is why. This is why I've gone to something called reality. Wagler, Mikael Brown, I think we should look more into them. Those are guys are good shooters, good wing shooters. I think Mikael Brown is a better athlete, somebody that could play almost like a Jalen Green, just a better shooter. To me, bro, like offensively, he fills a lot of the boxes. Great athlete, somebody that could get out on the wing and
Yeah.
score. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So like and score more in transition. We need to start more with our transition style of play. I
Right,
think we
right.
need to lean more towards that. Stop worrying about Caleb. Stop worrying about Darren Peterson. We might. It's a possibility we could get Caleb or Darren Peterson, but as far as Boozer and AJ goes, fuck no.
I definitely don't think we're gonna get AJ now unless we the first, second pick. That's it.
I don't think we're getting AJ. I don't think we're getting AJ or Boozer. Period, bro. Like I think AJ and Boozer, they're gonna send them to some place where they don't have to be the number one right away.
Right.
That's what I see the NBA doing. The thing
Yeah,
about
they
the
could
thing
send him
about
to
the
a middle team, right? A
yeah,
middle team.
they'll probably send him to no, they'll send him to a team that already has a roster ready to go, and he could just fill and they could just fill in a spot, and they
Like
could just
Utah.
not even Utah. I would say AJ. If I'm AJ, they'll probably send AJ to Dallas.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably send AJ to Dallas. They'll probably send Cam Boozer to Utah or Chicago because his dad played for both of those organizations.
Yeah.
Um, the third pick might go to a playing team. I'm guessing the Warriors or the Clippers the Clippers don't have their own pick. That's OKC's pick, so the Clippers must make must make the playoffs.
Right, right.
And which I think they are gonna do. I think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I think the Warriors is the only team that's in the play-in that's under 500. So
Right,
if
right.
Warriors get bounced, they're probably gonna get a top five pick. I don't think we're getting our crack at any of these. If we lucky enough to get four or five, I see us getting one of those.
Okay.
I don't see us getting nothing higher than four.
All right. I can live with 4 though.
I can't
I
live
can't,
with 4.
I can't live with 5 and 6. I
I
can't.
can't. I can't live with 4 because all players that we need is gonna be gone. Boozer is going to be gone. AJ is going to be gone, and that's going to leave either Caleb or Darren Peterson. If we get Darren Peterson, we basically got to switch our whole entire roster. If we get Caleb, we get Caleb. He fits the trajectory of the roster we already have, and he can fit.
They would technically just probably have to get rid of 2 of the rookies. I ain't gonna lie. If they get Peterson,
yeah, If they get Peterson, I think two of
the
the
rookies
two of the Flatbush Five go.
Yeah, they gone.
Yeah, two of the Flatbush
because
Five.
he can do what they do better.
Exactly, because if you get Darren Peterson, the ball is going to be in his hand.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
anybody outside of that, like nobody really cares. Hey, I'm not. Listen, for those of y'all that's listening, I'm not on the A cuff train, bro, at all, bro. I'm not. I swear I'm not.
Yeah.
Darius A
Me
cuff.
neither. I'm not on that train neither.
The reason being is because Darius A cuff is already in the NBA. It's a bunch of him running around, bro. Like I'm not doing that, man. And
his
know
defense, and I watched him too, man. His defense is. Come on, y'all talk about Cam Thomas. Oh my God. You can't even compare him to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas looked like a fucking first team defense compared to him.
I wouldn't even say that, man. I mean, I say he looked probably like just around the same route as Cam Thomas, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not here to big up neither one of their defenses, bro. Like,
because that's how bad it is.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, I know that the NBA is shifting towards
bigger guards.
So, like, listen, if you 6'3" and you a 2 with no point guard ability, bro, like you gotta go, and that's how Cam Thomas ended up the way he ended up in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the writing is basically on the wall. It's just a lot of people in our fan base don't really understand. They want what they want, and they don't give a shit who else. Like they don't care about anything else. I get it. We in the shitter, bro. Like people don't even realize that we the Clippers and the Kings of the East.
Wow, man, that's a terrible feeling too, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a very terrible feeling because if we got to construct rosters out of thin air just to be competitive, that means our development process is some shit.
Yeah, it's terrible right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's terrible right now. But we have no choice but to weather this storm right now. The Wizards are up 89 to 85, so it looked like I don't know, man. The Nets, you right though, but leave. Nobody can say that we didn't go into tank mode. We didn't,
Exactly.
We didn't do what we needed to do. I told people from the beginning that this is what they were going to do. They was going to go all in. They didn't need to play those guys so much so early. They didn't need to. It wasn't necessary because they're not going to develop losing. I'm telling you, it's not a good thing. They pick up bad habits. It becomes difficult to train to get them to understand because they fail so much. I can see if being around a system where you can play.
You know what's gonna happen. You know what's happening right now. Everybody is looking at this like as a pecking order type of system. Because I already know the excuses that's gonna get brought up when you say what you just said. Yo, the Pistons lost 28 straight games. Look where they at. Yo, OKC. They was 20.
They were lucky.
Look where they at. No.
They were lucky though. They were lucky.
It's not the fact that they were lucky. It's the fact that we don't have anybody on our team that is Cade Cunningham. We don't have anybody on our team that's SGA. We don't have anybody on it. Bro, ain't nobody on our team right now that's what SGA was when OKC was only winning 20 games. There's nobody on our team right now That's what Cade was during that 28 game losing streak. There's nobody on our team right now that's what Jalen Duren was during that 28 game losing streak. So please stop it. We understand what real talent looks like. And everybody is telling me to stop being negative. I ain't got shit to be positive about. I'm sorry. When you get negative shit, when you get negative shit, you get negative results in return. Some of y'all need to be closet Nets fans. Y'all need to just come out, bro, when the team start winning.
What's good, Latrell? What's good? Yeah, man.
Some of y'all really need to be closet Nets fans, bro. Like y'all
I'm gonna put
what are you watching this for?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's tough to watch this. Your team. You know, you follow this team all this time, coming from Kyrie and KD, coming from winning, and even before KD and Kyrie was here.
Nets was on an 8-0 run.
Yeah, they went. They took the lead back.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Jordy. Jordy talked to him and said, "Do this."
I don't think Jordy told him to do a damn thing, bro. They just hitting shots. But listen, I don't think there's a way that we can out tank Washington, right? If we lose this game, it's because Washington just got hot.
Yeah. It's tough to beat them.
Listen, Jordy, at the end of the day, we could put absolute fans on this team, and he's going to make them try to win, man. Like, we literally...
Well, he can't sit up there and tell... Listen, but he can't tell them...
Just up by 4 points. What are we doing? What are we doing right now?
He's not going to tell him not to play, man. Bro. He's not going to do that. Come on now. Come on.
Listen, we could have just went from a top 5 pick back to potential top 7. You guys think that's not a big jump? Oh,
I think that's of course it's a big jump, but he's not going to tell him. We got LM in the house. Jordy is not going to tell him not to play, man. He's going to put him in there, let them play. Let the chips play with. He sat down everybody.
First off, we should have Trey Scott and Jalen Wilson taking all the shots.
You can't complain about that, man. You can't.
I'm saying I only want these two guys to take shots the rest of the game. That's it. If they don't follow the play, they get benched.
There's nothing to complain about here, bro. Like, listen, this is
there ain't nothing to complain about, bro. We sat everybody out.
Yeah, you can't complain about that.
Everybody that they needed to sit. There's nothing that we.
If we're gonna get a win based on Tyson Etienne, then so be it, bro.
So be it. Yeah,
it is what it is.
Nah, but Minot didn't even play. And I like Minot. Listen, Minot is a great kid, a great role player. I think we should sign him this summer. But this game, I don't want to see Minot in this game, man. He's really good right now.
If on lottery night the Wizards finish, if the Wizards were to get 5. And the Nets was to get 2 or 3 or 1. Nobody would be complaining.
Wow, yeah, that's right. Because you can still get the number 1 pick.
Decider and who gets the
but
top
at the same
overall
time,
pick, bro?
Yeah, LM. Listen, if was a split, we all be high. But I gotta let Nets fans understand something, because a lot of us don't know how to take our fan hat off when it comes to thinking. What you have to think. This is what you have to do. You have to think. There are 4 players in this draft that have been highly touted for over 365 days. If you have to think, take your fan hat off, please. You have to understand, the NBA can't allow one of these highly touted prospects to land to the Nets.
What are you talking about?
What? I'm not on that. I don't know
for a second. We have a 4 and 5 chance of getting a generational talent. What those odds? You think the NBA is just going to give it to 6 picks? Stop the count.
John, that's like asking me, bro. That's like me asking you how you gonna pay your rent. I'm gonna go play lotto. I got a chance to win.
4 out of 5. That's the best odds you could hope for.
That's like that. That's the equivalent of me asking you how you gonna pay your rent. Oh, I just go to I got lotto, bro. Like, I got 4 out of 5 chances to win.
Leaf, if we would have done this last year with the worst record, we get Ace Bailey. You would have
You can forget about last year. Forget about it. Forget about it.
didn't do it last year. We got to get over it.
No,
Yeah, forget about it.
You would have been if we did that last year. You were
We
not
made
going
Yeah,
to play
but
the
forget
game this
about
last
it.
year.
year's over. It's done. We can't
Yeah,
do anything.
screwed it up, and now
The
we
Done.
can't. We
the
cannot
thing
screw
is,
this up.
a lot of Nets fans. Well, I can't say for all of them, but a lot of fans was wanting Brooklyn to be a bottom three team, and it looks like we're going to be that this year.
That's
Like I
right.
don't
That's
understand
right.
what the problem is.
I don't have a problem with
No,
it,
no, no,
LM.
Like
I'm
no.
with it.
I
The
really
problem,
don't.
LM, I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is now that it's getting closer and closer, we realize, bro, like the odds, people are starting to realize
It's
as
a
we get closer
lottery.
to the days that it's a lottery. The odds don't really mean shit.
Yeah,
Dad,
you still got to get lucky.
if you get
It's
the
not
worst
about
record,
that.
The
It's
you're
about
odds
making
don't
sure that
fine.
mean shit. That's
it
why
But
it's
we
people
in
about
are
the
making
starting to
sure that you're.
realize. People are starting to realize, based on last year and the last 2 years, that the NBA is in full control of this shit.
The NBA is screwing us.
As a team, you're in
honestly.
control of where you. As a team, no, cool. If they're in control of it, whatever. As a team, you're in control of whatever the
Of
fuck you
nothing.
land.
Of
Yes,
nothing.
yes, you're in
Of
control of where you
nothing.
land.
Of
At the
nothing.
end of the day,
Of
that
nothing.
you got to be
Oh,
Of
able to understand
nothing.
that at the end of the day, if
six
you want to
months of this
control
game.
You're not
Oh,
where
in
you
man.
land,
control of a damn thing. The NBA
you
is
have
in
to
control
you
of
got
this
to
whole
tank.
shit.
yeah,
Yo,
you got to
Yo,
change.
you can
Scott, can
see
I ask
that
you a question?
Sure,
Ellen,
sure.
discuss, right?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
All right, real quick. So, Scott, let me ask you this. So if both teams are healthy, talking about the Nets and the Wizards, who has the better
Right.
roster?
I think the
The
Wizards got a
Wizards,
better
the
Okay,
Wizards
better
The
by
roster
Wizards,
far.
right
bro,
now.
because
okay,
they
I
got AD
agree.
and they got AD and Trey
Hold on,
Young.
hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me finish. I agree. So for the people saying that there's nothing the Nets could have done to tank more if they lose this game because the game's not over yet, it's like you see teams that have better rosters than us, and somehow they were able to put a team that's incapable of winning. So it's like I'm not sitting here and telling you that the Nets are doing the worst job in the world, but
Right, right.
don't give this organization bail. If you really like it, if your goal is to lose, you are
Go,
sitting
go,
players out before you're signing random 10-day. Like that's what you have to do if your real goal was to lose. So it's just
Exactly,
like we got to
Jay.
stop
That's
giving the
exactly what the
organization
Nets is
Exactly.
bail.
doing. They signed two 10
But
day
we hold on.
contracts.
We see the
That's
lineups that
exactly what
right
the
now
Nets
that
been
we're
doing. Is
seeing
that
right now
players
on the
have signed
court,
10
right?
day contracts in this
Like
game that are
most of the
playing on the
players
court right
on
now.
there is G leaguers. Everybody else is out.
But here's the thing, though. Jalen Wilson is a guy that's been in our system for a long time. These are the kind of games where it's like he can easily have 20 points because he's comfortable. Like Jalen
Jalen
Wilson.
Wilson been trash all season
It's
though.
But
totally
here's
right,
the
Jay.
thing, though. Look at who you're playing. Like Jalen Wilson is trash. Don't get me wrong, but it's like when you're playing this type of Wizards team, he's gonna look good because he's been in the league. He has more minutes longer than all these guys in the Wizards.
All he does is shoot threes,
True,
Noel.
but nobody.
So
But
good.
true, but
Nobody
my
took this
thing is
game so
nobody
good.
was coming into this game and like, yo, Jalen Wilson about to go off.
Oh, I was.
Like
I was. Because look at who he's
I
playing
couldn't see
against.
it.
Jalen Wilson, like, yo, Jalen Wilson, trust me, like, when the team start winning, he's trash. But it's like, this is a guy that was a Summer League MVP. Like, this guy, and you look at a guy like Josh Minot. Josh Minot, even in Boston, I liked him. So he has upside. So it's like, these guys the Nets are playing are not complete trash. The Wizards are playing complete trash. They were able to circumvent a roster that's complete trash. The Nets just don't know how to tank right yet. But I'm gonna say one more thing too about the whole like odds. Let's just keep it real. The Nets are like we are just one of the most unluckiest team in sports, not just basketball in sports. Let's just keep it real. So it's like if guys like John and the other dude are saying let's get one because the lowest we can pick is 5, that kind of makes sense. You probably won't get the number
Right.
one overall pick. That's a fact, but at least you
Right.
control your lowest point. And if you're a franchise
Exactly.
that's been unlucky since the existence, you might as well take your chances at that. Because it's a lottery,
Exactly.
but it's a flattened lottery. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Right.
get
And
what you're
Jay,
saying, Jay.
and
I
Jay,
understand what you're
it's
saying.
also control of the worst case scenarios. If we do have the worst case scenario 5, at least I can pick between A Cup, Walker, and all these other guys.
But
Why do I have
Wizards
to
is
get
turning it up right now, so it look like we might get our wish.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm just saying
Nobody
the
finished
the
in what
thing
we lose this game.
the
Nobody can
mess
say.
the part that's messed up is not the players, it's Sean Marks. He the
How
one
hard?
that put that team together. He the one signed Say give him a contract, put him on the bench.
Bro,
He the
but
one at the
my thing is this though, Scott, too, right? If you want to talk about last year,
right.
cool. We could take Dallas and San Antonio out of the equation. That was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Utah was the worst team in the NBA last year.
Yes, they
Philly
were.
was the fifth worst team in the NBA last year. How
Yep.
in the fuck Philly get 3 and Utah get 5?
Yeah. I would be
That shit makes
if I
no
was Utah, I'd
sense.
be pissed.
But Utah
That
still
shit
got
makes
Ace
no
Bailey
You
though.
don't know.
Yeah.
Like you
But
really don't know.
but Utah still got Ace Bailey. I would take
No,
Ace Bailey over
I'm not
Igor.
saying you wrong in that. I'm not saying you wrong in that. They lucked out with Ace. But what I'm saying is, even as a team, I'm looking at how you give these niggas top 3 and we got 5.
Now
Like
now
that shit to me. Yes, I
now
can give
Jay,
Ace Bailey.
yeah, I
But at
agree,
the same
LM.
time,
But
it's like,
Jay,
yo, that's fucked up.
I want to say this one thing though, and then y'all can take it from there. Do you think that some of these top 3 players in this draft can fall back to 4 and 5? Because
I think it depends on the team.
It happens often. It happens often.
I think
We've
the top
been-
4 is locked though.
You think so? I mean, it's
I think the
possible
top
though.
4 is locked.
And mostly is even Peterson, White Coolman's hydration, even though he has energy concerns, you still would probably take him in top 4. I mean,
I mean, I can see Peterson falling back to the top 5.
We can see falling backwards.
You can see Peterson falling?
Yeah, because they the controversy about him wanting to play and stuff. You know how the league is.
If the kid gets hurt in the combine, then if Acuff and Wagler do great in the combine, yeah, that's a conversation. But Pearson gets through it 100% healthy, his spot's not changing. Like you would have to take him.
Somebody gonna take a risk on Peterson. Like some team, rather it's us or rather it's Sacramento. If it's any franchise I need to be right now, it's fucking Sacramento. They've been doing a horrible job.
Kings, you really
securing their picks.
Like, come on. I know it was reported they would do that, but they wouldn't do that. You'd have to be really idiotic to pull a move like that. And I like Acuff, but Pearson's on the board if you don't want him at that spot you're at. Come on. Like, you cannot. All 4 of these guys are projected top 4. If you're in that top 4, you got to feel good about your future. If you're outside of it and you don't have a core guy at number 1, your future ain't that good probably. And I don't want to be that.
To me, win or lose this game, like the games I'm concerned about is, I mean, obviously all of them, but those Bucks games you really got to look at because there's a chance. I don't know if we're gonna roll this lineup up against the Bucks on Tuesday, but there's a chance they could, we could end up splitting one of those games with Milwaukee.
Well, they're still playing some vets, right? They're not resting all the vets yet. I think they're still playing Gary and some of the other guys, so. I think they'll have just enough, and they're winning against Memphis today. And Giannis wants to play. Listen, you let Giannis play. If he wants to play so badly, please let him play against us. Please let it be a swan song. Just Milwaukee swan song against us. I'd love it. That'd be great.
That would be true. I do. We're going to have to find some way somehow. I feel like this should be the lineup for like the majority of like. The schedule.
Oh damn!
Oh dang!
That Wizards guy's arm. Ouch!
I think he's good.
I
don't know.
Yeah,
like,
we up 105 to 101. So
this is huge. If we tie for top odds, you're locked in a top 5 pick. Like that is control. You need that. If you don't believe your odds are that good, which ours has not been that good for 10 years. You got to put yourself in the best position possible.
To be fair, I would rather be picking like 5 than 6.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick 6 at all.
I mean, if you're talking about being the worst team in the NBA, the worst you can get is 5. All right, we'll live with that. It is what it is.
Those crappy tank reforms where they now want to reward championship teams who get exit in first rounds, top picks. If I'm the Nets, I want security and certainty over this bull crap they're trying to sell us right now.
And John, if I'm not mistaken, if the Nets lose to the Wizards, I think the Wizards. No, I'm sorry. I think the Nets actually get the top spot because the Wizards beat us twice this season.
Yeah, I believe we tie. Wizards currently have the number 1 spot. They win this game. I think it's a 3-way tie actually between us.
No, but I'm saying like when it's tied, it goes to the team that beat the other team like more times, for example.
Right.
So I'm saying like the Wizards beat us more times. I think we beat them once. They beat us twice. If we lose this game,
yes, it would be twice. Yes, it would be, Jay.
This
Yeah.
will be
Right?
the game. Nolan Traore knows how to shoot.
Oh, no. Hey, don't. Oh,
But
man.
it is
Oh.
what it is. Like I can't. I understand. Oh wow. They're not calling. One thing I've seen about this
Man.
game is they're not necessarily calling fouls either. Like they're
No, they're
letting them
letting them
play.
play. They letting them play. Play.
Man, those people talk crap about Drake Powell, man. Gotta eat their words. But
If
say
it's
five,
something Brooklyn gonna do, it's they gonna try hard. You know what I'm saying? So,
make the three. Oh, he didn't make the three. Of course.
but I mean, win or lose, I mean, the Nets. As long as I think Sacramento's gonna win more games.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
think the
think
Nets.
Utah's gonna win more games. I
I
mean, at this
understand you
point,
want
it
the
is what
number
it
one
is.
position, but it's still
Yeah,
a
but
better position.
worst case scenario with the third odds is you could just move up one spot compared to last year, which would suck, honestly, if that's what we get, as opposed to certifying where you could be at the very worst. You know, like that.
I think it's traditionally that team that's the third and fourth worst actually picked higher than the teams that's 1 and 2.
It
I
depends. Because
think yeah.
last year the third,
I
the
think
Pelicans got the seventh pick,
traditionally,
though. But
I
last year,
think you keep
as a third odds,
saying
the same pick.
the worst case scenario, but I don't think teams
Oh,
that's
Darren
third and
Wilson.
fourth.
Now Wilson wants to make big shots. Get this kid off my team. Mr. Good Character. I can, man. This dude is nobody.
Yeah, I get it. I get what Jay's saying. Like
Yeah,
sitting
I get
Jalen
what he's
Wilson out. Like
saying.
we could have done that, but at this Wizards team is just like horrible. Like
It don't
no
matter.
effort. They letting guys drive to the lane, getting layups. Like what do you
It
want them to
don't
do?
matter. It don't matter. If what Leaf is saying is true, the league won't reward them. The league will push them out into the 5th or 6th pick.
That should happen in Philly, and they always
That's
keep
what I'm
getting
saying. Like
away.
for all we know, Wizards we could get a higher pick than the Wizards despite this game.
I
Like
mean, if you really believe in what some people say, I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
It's dangerous because last year the team with third odds got to the 7th pick. Could this year be a repeat? That's my only worry. Like certain patterns don't break. Even at 3, but I know my friend Q said there's a pattern where I think it's bad one year with third odds, then it's good. Again, that could fluctuate and backfire. Like it cannot follow that pattern. It's just I wanted certainty. I'm so worried now with third odds because the NBA has an excuse to drop us. They could just say, "Oh, Brooklyn, we'll give you the 4th pick at worst," which I'd be fine with. But they could just say, "Oh, you get the 5th and 6th pick," which would suck. It really would.
To be fair, in certain drafts, I'm not sure about the specific drafts, but in certain drafts, usually the third best worst odds, they have jumped to 1, they've jumped to 2, they jumped to 4. Like
Yeah.
they have awarded teams that were the third worst with like high picks. So
Yeah.
I mean, if they're looking at Brooklyn as that team, all right, they're the third best worst team. Okay, we'll put them in that top 3. Like it's possible.
yeah.
Like I just, everything to Lee's point and Scott's point. I feel once the season is over, it's in their hands at this point.
It definitely in their hand. I mean,
It's in their hands.
it's in
Like,
their
it is what
hand.
it
The
is.
Wizards are nasty. They can't get an inbounds back. Listen, we'll just let them have it at this point. You guys want to hold on to that first play, just take it. If you can't throw a freaking inbounds pass out, there's no way I can see this losing this game, man. That was just nasty.
I mean, this whole game, the Wizards were just playing with like horrible
No
effort.
effort. No effort. No effort.
This is a shoot right now. If any of us are on the court right
Jalen
now,
Wilson
we
open
can match
again.
if any of us are on the court right now, we can match Bam's 83 points. I kid you not. The Wizards are that awful at
Yeah,
defense.
this looks like a win, fellas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. You celebrate.
Yeah, it's a win.
This is definitely a win.
Man. Shout out to the kids.
I mean,
They
look,
played
yo.
good today. No one was good today, but man, this is just not what you want with the odds. But hey, what can you do? With
It is what it is. I mean, listen, it could be worse. We could be the 6th best worst odds in the NBA right now. Like last year. It could be worse. Bottom 3 team is what I wanted last year. So I mean, listen, as long as we're not 8th in the lottery, I'm good. Like if we're 5 or 4 or whatever, cool, I'll take it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I'm
But
good with it.
I'm
I'm good with
good.
that
Like
pick
it is
too.
what it
Me
is.
too.
You
I
know,
am
if we
good with
get
that pick.
4, I'm good with that.
I
But
understand
you
that the
know,
fans want the Basta and they want the showcase. I'm gonna tell you right now, any rookie that comes to Brooklyn has got his work coming up. He got shit. He got his shit.
But you
I
You
mean,
need
know.
a
should we?
franchise
Could it have been a
guy
thing where we
from
should have
the
sat
Brody
Nolan?
Bellinger.
See, but
Nolan is
no,
really the reason why I feel like we won today's game.
yeah,
Like,
because he don't show up to anything else.
and I was saying before the game, like, this is a tank off, yes, but our trash is better than Wizards trash. Like, these guys is gonna go out. We the try hard Nets. Like, we going if there's a winnable game, no matter how much trash we put out there, somehow, some way, the
They
Nets is
gonna
gonna
win.
find a way to win. They are like it's just who they are as a franchise, as just a team that gets the memo, but sometimes don't get the memo. Like they just gonna go out there and
And
just try
play.
to win. They
They
just gonna
gonna
go out there
play.
and play. You cannot tell Jordy, hey guys, miss threes, miss layups, miss dunks. Like do like no. Like these guys is playing for their NBA lives. They're gonna go out there and try to find a way to, perform.
Yeah, they
Right.
So I
gonna.
mean,
Yeah.
it
If
is
we
what
had
it
if we
is.
had a whole new front office, I could kind of just live with all this. But it's like we have the same idiots. Well, I don't even use the word, but it's like the same guys who do the same mistakes over and over again. Like if you don't come away with a top 4 guy this summer, I don't know what 18-month timeline they have in their heads, but you can't do it if you don't have the number one guy. I don't care if you have the Giannis dreams or whatnot. You need a one guy that you drafted on this team. And if you tell me that's between right now Yegor and Nolan, that's scary. That's scary because I think they're both individual good connectors, but they don't have that alpha instinct in them. Yes, Nolan has it against bad teams, but against good teams, have we seen Nolan show us to be that guy? Maybe that Boston game he played where he was playing overtime was a bit of a sighting of it, but still, you don't have a guy that can drop a 30 plus in his sleep right now. That's the worry.
Right.
Well,
You
look
need
at it
that
this way:
guy.
the Wizards play the Bulls twice,
Yeah, they're gonna lose
so
him probably.
they might get one of
They
those games.
they
They might
might
get one.
they might they
They might
might.
get one of those games.
The Bulls is throwing out they nasty lineups that I
Yes,
see.
they are. They
So
tanking too. I
yeah,
saw the Nick
so
game and they look terrible.
they might
Right.
get they might get one. So I mean, this is 19 for us, but the only good thing to come out of it is I think Utah's at 21 and Sacramento's at 21. So
Right. Yeah.
Well, we
we're
have
Yeah.
a
When
still
you
two games below.
when
we
you
have
look
a
at the West,
game
yeah,
lead on them.
they
If
can never
Kings win
catch up to you.
tonight, I mean, if Kings win tonight, I think they'll be at 22. So
The only problem is if they beat the Clippers, OKC has a lottery pick right now, which it's just
I mean,
that's where we
you
got
got to
me.
pick your battles. I mean, do you want to be as far away from the Kings as possible, or focus on OKC and their chances? Like
If,
I don't know. It's a
if,
tough
if,
choice, but I'd rather we be far away from
Do
Sacramento
you think
as
Giannis is going to
possible.
play with the Bucks? You know he crying
I would
about
hope
playing.
so.
Yeah, I
I
would
don't
Let
hope
him
think
so
he
play against
too.
us. Let him play
my
Tuesday.
relationship is
Yes.
better. Can I be honest with you? Giannis is a horrible actor, but the Bucks are even worse actors. Like this is all set up right now. This is how to do their divorce, so everybody has a reason for why it went south, but nobody cares. At the end of the day, like that's going to blow up very soon. They'll be a mediocre team, but still, at the end of the day, it's just even with our bad roster, we probably have a shot of winning those games because Milwaukee should play
Winning
the
what?
game
Beating the
as well.
Bucks?
I mean, Scott, this is the try hard Nets. This is the Jordy system right now. I'm watching.
Nah, he didn't even play nobody this game.
He
Nobody
played
played this game.
great. That's not a nobody. Powell's not a nobody. Even Nolan, like
Oh,
you
they
could
you
have
talking
benched
about
him.
Powell, the one that averaged 5 points a game?
He was playing good this game. It's Scott. Listen, Powell's been playing
he
much better lately.
played
So, whoa, Scott.
he
Powell's been playing
averaging
much
5 points a
better lately.
game.
Powell's been playing much better lately. All right, and today he was still good, making big shots when the
Yeah,
Nets
well, look
needed
who
it.
he playing. He playing what? The Wizards.
Yeah,
Okay.
we asked the front office to do this
They play the
against the
rookies.
Wizards. They do what the fans asked them to do, and y'all still want more? Like we asked them to take out Claxton, we asked them to take out Zaire, we
Until
asked them to
we
take out
go
Man.
NBA championship, I will ask for the house, the mansion, everything. I don't care. And not
Yeah,
just them
well, you
dressing
can't do
players. Like,
that.
but just,
I'm just
You
saying
can't
they
do that.
did what we asked them to do, and I'm
Yeah,
sure they're gonna do the exact same thing when we face the Pacers.
yeah,
And if we
and
win against the Pacers, I can't complain. Look at the roster. It's a horrible Nets roster right now. Did I expect EJ Liddell to put up 15? No, but he did. Like I can't sit here and complain about that. Okay, Liddell got 15. They have Anthony Gill at center. Like we had Chaney Johnson. Chaney Johnson is an athletic dude. It's ripping Gill going into the paint. Gill getting fouled. They not calling the foul. They letting them play on. Like there's nothing I can literally complain about this game. We won, yes, but it's just
It
all
is
right.
what
We
it
move
is.
on.
We'll
Like
move
it
on
is.
to the next game.
Yeah, like it's just I can't complain about anything. Wilson want to go ahead and freaking have the time of his life. Cool. He gonna be trash against the Bucks probably. I don't
We
know.
got the second worst
Like,
record in the league right now. So
We
still.
have the third worst record
well,
now.
it's
We're
third
Okay.
after this win.
All right,
But
the
even in
third.
that, like third,
All right.
I mean, okay.
All right.
Like,
Well,
all right,
If
cool.
we don't get a top 4 guy on May 10th, this is going to be a disaster summer for the Nets, unless they just become screwy.
well, it's
Right,
a
but
lottery,
if-
and they
if
got
anything-
screwed. If
if
they're going to get
anything,
screwed, they're going to get
we
screwed.
can't. I think we can't judge it.
Come on.
I think we can't judge it now. Like if on lottery night, if we're like 5 and then Wizards or 6 and the Wizards is top 3, then I'll welcome the crash outs. Like, yo, I know we should have won that freaking game. Okay, cool. But now in the moment, we gotta see. That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta see.
The Nets honestly can go down as one of the worst tank attempt teams in history, just because I always felt like they were never committed to it. It was like one day we are, next day we're not.
You are 18 and 19 and 59, dude.
Let me ask you a question again. Do you have Dennis the town on the team right now?
You are 19 and 59. Not even Pee Wee League teams are 19 and
After a
59.
year and a half of tanking, yes or no?
I'm just saying,
No,
you
no.
are 19
No.
and 59 losses.
Okay, the Wizards are very garbage and they still have players on the team. And
Yeah, they might not get that number 1 pick. They still might not get that number 1 pick. So stop crying. Stop crying.
Yo,
They
Scott, all
still
I'm
might not
saying,
get that number 1 pick.
yo, Scott, all I'm saying to the people who are like,
I know you trying to make the odds better. I get it. But that doesn't
That's
guarantee
what I'm saying.
anything.
I get it too. Like
get
if
what you're saying.
Securing at least top 5, yes, that's not the issue. The only issue in that is in securing the top 5 best odds. There's still a chance for the Nets fans. We want top 3. That's why
you keep saying 5,
top 3
and
or
I'm
top
telling
4
you,
or more.
I'm
Like,
telling
that's what I'm
you,
hearing from
the
the
top
Nets
3
fans.
is the one that you really want.
In the top 3, where we are at right now, regardless of the win, we have a high chance of still getting in the top 3.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So
I
mean, it's just
I don't get it. I mean, I get what y'all saying, but it ain't over until it's over.
There's not a lot of security there. Yes, there could be a chance it goes good this year, but there'll also be a chance it goes down again. Like you're on the pendulum right now with that third pick.
Hey, listen,
true, but
that's a lottery.
Before the draft yesterday, and before the draft last year, if you told the Wizards that they was going, the Utah Jazz and the Wizards that they were going to be 5 and 6 with their records, they would have looked at you like you was crazy.
Yeah,
They would have looked at you like you was nuts. Like
fans had to be
we
pissed.
really don't know. Like we really don't. We don't know what they're going to do on May 10th. There might be a team we never expected to get in the top 3. Like what?
Yeah.
What the heck? They weren't even there with us.
And that's the scary thing if OKC has that Clippers pick in the lottery because they're at the end of the damn lottery. And Adam Silver likes to give it bottom teams near the lottery top picks.
To Leaf's point, I do understand to Leaf's point, even though I don't agree with the pessimism that they won't give the Nets a pick just because we the Nets. But I do get his point in terms of they do have a chance. What if Chicago in the top 4? Like we don't know. Like they can choose and be like, okay, let's put Chicago here, let's put Washington here. Like we've seen the nonsense they've done with the lottery in the past few years. So for the guys that's like, crashing out and pessimistic, I don't agree with their sentiments, but I do understand where they are coming from.
No, listen. I agree with you. I think there's gonna be a random team that no one's talking about that's gonna land in the top 3. I think that's a fact. I don't think that's even a thing. I think it's a fact.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying you have to control your floor.
Right.
I agree.
You gotta.
I agree.
But you know what it is? Here's the thing. You're right. We don't know. But come May, if the Wizards or the or the Pacers. Because let's be honest, I think the Nets are finishing 3. I think the Nets
I
are
do
finishing
too.
3.
I do
So
Wait,
too.
if the
so
two teams
I
above
do.
us
I think
get
we're
a better
finishing
player
3.
and a higher
I think
pick
we're
than
gonna
us,
be 3 or 2.
yeah.
I genuinely believe. I think we're gonna be three or
I
two.
got a question.
Go
How is
ahead.
everybody in here gonna feel when Chicago and Dallas picks higher than us?
I don't agree, but
um,
I'm not gonna disagree with your sentiment. It could happen. I don't agree, but I'm not gonna say
Well,
you're
no, no,
wrong
no,
in
no, no,
that.
no, no. I don't. Nah, never mind if you agree. Now, how are you going to feel when
We all gonna
Chicago
feel
and
a type
Dallas
of
get higher
way.
picks than us?
We all gonna feel a type of way. It's our team. Just like how
wait,
if we get a higher pick than Sacramento, they gonna feel a type of way. Like it's gonna be every fan base. Like it's
I,
not just gonna be us exclusive. That's gonna be tight. Like
I tell you,
if the Bulls get a higher pick than the Pacers, they're gonna be feeling some type of way too. Like what
Yeah.
here's
the heck?
Pacers
here's
gonna be
Like it
here's
is
done.
what
I
it
don't.
is.
I
here's the
don't.
thing.
I don't
You
think
can,
see. That's the thing. I don't think the Pacers are going to be feeling no type of way because they're getting Halliburton back for one. Number two, they already know. They already know how to put turn something into nothing, bro. They made the finals and they were one game and they were literally on the brink of winning an NBA championship without a top 5 pick on their roster. Nobody talks about that.
So all right, so let's replace Indiana with Sacramento, who actually needs one of these guys. What they not gonna be tight that Bulls finish over them when they were the
Probably,
worst
but
team in the NBA
I'm
at
not
one
worried
point.
about. Yeah, probably LM, but I'm not worried about the Kings. I'm worried about us. That's what I'm
Of
worried about.
course, because it's our team. Yes,
Yeah,
duh.
but here's the thing that we're not trying to figure out. The thing is that this whole draft process, this whole all right, yo, let's build it through the draft because a couple of other teams they look good, they rosters look good through the draft and shit, bro. Maybe that shit is not for us.
because we didn't
I can't
Nobody
agree
wants
with
to
that.
mention that.
it's Leaf. It's not that it's not for us. Just we don't have the personnel that does it right. It's always a pendulum of
And
let's
that
do it
means
one
it's
day,
not
let's do
for
it the next.
us.
That's not because it's not for us. It's because the front office doesn't want to do it. They say they
And that
want to do it,
means
but
it's
they
not
don't want to do
for
it.
us.
Oh my gosh. It would be if you had a strategy. If you had people with strategy. You know, it's even
We
scary with a
don't.
team like even look like a team like Memphis right now. They have their own pick, and the Magic, their pick is in the lottery, and they owe that to Memphis. Imagine like Memphis, who right now has 12 picks, can somehow get potentially 2 top picks this year. That's even scarier right there. And they're a low marketing team that nobody wants to play in Memphis, and they might get a top talent.
Bro, they trying to move Memphis to Nashville. That's another story for another day. But look, listen, this
And they
the
have 2
thing
draft
about
picks right now too.
the thing that people got, the thing that most of our fan base that has to understand, and nobody says it out loud, that maybe this drafting shit is just not for us. In terms of high picks, in terms of top 5 picks and top commodity picks, maybe that shit is just not for us.
Then the front office shouldn't be in this on this team right now because they committed 2 years to this. So if they don't care about it, then why do it? Is this just trying to collect checks right now? Is that all this is?
I
No,
think I think we're
they
gonna
only did
find
it.
out though.
No, they only did it. They only did it because the picks landed on their lap, and the dumbass knickerbummers was dumb enough to sell us the picks.
That's
Well,
That's
we're
the
it.
only
gonna
reason why they did it.
we're gonna find out. I tell you one thing, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out it's
That's
because
what
the
I'm
next.
saying. I'm saving all my reserves for May 10th, bro.
Me
I'm not
too.
gonna
I'm
save
saving
it
it.
and
Saving all your
crash out
reserves for May
on a
10th, bro.
random
Like,
Sunday, bro.
oh,
Yeah,
Like it is what it is, yo.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I
hold up.
ain't.
Ain't that
we
Mother's
the
Day?
third worst team in the. Yeah, I'll save my crash out for Mother's Day.
Oh, we can't catch that for
It
that
is what
now,
it
bro. That is
is. I'm not gonna
crazy. That is
crash out on
crazy.
Sunday
We gonna
over a
save a
random
crash out
Sunday.
for Mother's Day. That's what we saving the crash out for. Oh my god!
You
I'm
didn't
not crashing out now over a trash Wizards team.
know.
Why would I crash out over a trash Wizards team?
The day
Like
that we
it
supposed to
is
be
what it
telling them
is.
one of the most important women in our lives, we gonna crash out on that day. That's a damn good day to tell you, fuck you, Brooklyn, y'all ain't getting shit.
Oh man,
That's a
no, we
good
got
day
two
for the
good.
NBA to be like, fuck you, Brooklyn, y'all ain't getting shit.
Leaf, you know what we're gonna send to represent us? We're gonna send a proven winner, Clara Wu
No,
Style.
no.
It'll be all
The reason why I said
I
I'll
don't
save
have
it
a
for
proven winner.
hold on. The reason why I said I'll save it for that day is because on that day the results are definitive. There
Yeah.
is no it's possible. There is no nothing. It's
Yeah,
definitive. It's locked.
it is what it is that
That's
day.
why
Yeah,
this
Yep.
game is
LM,
not locked. This is not a game that
LM,
the odds is
LM,
locked.
you got you got the first part right, but the second part, and now Nets fans are gonna go to a different feeling. They're gonna go to regret. Yo, we should have did this. We shouldn't have won this game, bro. I'm telling you, this is what we've been doing ever since we lost Katie and Kyrie. We've been reflecting on what is what and what's already done and what cannot be reversed. That's what we've been doing.
Well,
And
we
if the
gonna
Nets
find
get a
out.
top
Last year,
pick, everybody gonna be not. Everybody gonna be like, oh, fuck this Wizards game. Oh, I'm glad we won that. Like it is what it is. It's a
It'll be
50-50
so
side. Like
memory. It'll be like, what
it
is
is.
today?
Like
What is
come
today's
on.
day? What would have happened 2 years ago if we get a top guy? I'll like
the
every
only
negative
listen,
thing I had the
LM,
memory.
bro. The only thing I'm mad at is that we didn't lose this game, so we could get to the very, very bottom of the damn league, and so the league could screw us any goddamn way, bro. Like that's the only thing I'm regretting because
My thing.
now that we lost this game, now a bunch of Nets fans that sit in the tanker side of the fan base now they got an excuse as to why we didn't get a damn pick that we want.
Oh,
Now
But
one
we
my
got
thing is
category.
this though, right? My thing is this, right? And the funny thing about it is, even if we were the worst team in the NBA, us getting screwed is getting 5, right? If Washington was the third worst team in the NBA and they got the second pick, what is going to be the conversation? What's going to be the conversation? We were
The
the worst team in the
conversation.
NBA. We controlled our future and we got 5 while Washington got the second pick.
I'm
Was that
telling you,
okay? Like what?
I'm telling you what the NBA is doing. The NBA is building rosters on their own. Why do you think the San Antonio Spurs that been in the damn lottery for the past been in the top 5 of the lottery for the past couple of years? Now they number 2 in the West. They've been
They're-
the NBA are building teams. They are building teams that they want to build through the draft. Hey, yo, this team got Wemby. Let's build them. Yo, this team got Coop. Let's build them. Yo, this team got AD and Trey Young. Let's build them up. They ain't
I'm
thinking
not
about the
saying you're
damn
wrong,
Nets.
but for on the Spurs point, bro, they've been a bottom 3 team the years they was tanking. The only thing that I give them
Bullshit.
that where they didn't deserve is this recent year. For the past few years, they've been a bottom 3 team since Wemby. They picked Jeremy Sohan with 9 before Wemby even came on the team. They got 9 that year before Wemby. So either way, okay, like they played the odds. Castle was 4. It wasn't like Castle was a top 3 pick. Any team could have chose Castle at 1 or 2 or 3. Sorry, y'all missed out. Y'all chose Reed Shepard at 3. All right.
Yeah.
There are zero
Yeah,
excuses
yeah.
to not come today with a top 4 guy. If we don't, one of Sean and Joe has to go. I don't care who it is. One of them has to pack their bags and get out of Brooklyn. You cannot go 2 years sacrificing for that.
I think
Not
the
end up a generational
fans. I
problem.
think the fans want a particular player, and that's what it is. I think building a team is just more than just a player and talent, especially at the top 10 in the draft. It's also got a lot to do with coaching and the culture of the team. Losing like this is not building culture. I don't care. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
I gotta correct something.
I'm not saying that you can't go into this to try to get top talent as soon as possible. I thought last year was that opportunity. Now we are worse off this year than last year.
LM, I gotta correct something, bro, because
Go ahead.
hold on. LM, I gotta correct something. Because as a Spurs fan, I thought you would know that the year that they got Wemby, when Wemby finished his rookie year, they finished 5th. They finished with the 5th worst record in the league at the number 4 pick.
What you mean with when they got Castle?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, he dropped out. He got to come back.
Right. So look, proves my point. Whether they was bottom 3 or not, usually the 5th best
No,
odds.
it doesn't.
Yes, it does. They were a bottom 5 team, regardless if they wasn't bottom 3 or not. They were a bottom 5 team. We just saw Philly go to 3
They were
last
a
year.
bottom 5 team, and they got, bro.
We saw Philly go to 3
but the
last year.
logic is
They were a
off.
bottom 5 team.
They finished. They finished. Hold up, wait. But the logic is off. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they finished with the 5th worst record. After Wemby won Rookie of the Year, and they got rewarded the 4th pick. That was over Charlotte. That was over the Blazers, who finished worse than them. That was over the Pistons, who finished worse than them. The league looks out for who the hell they want to look out for.
Well,
I'm not saying. Hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're wrong in that. But what I'm saying is, regardless of the fact that they finished 4th, they were in that spot as to where if you're 5, we just saw Philly get the top 3 pick. Most of the bottom 5 teams have jumped up. That's a fact. They have jumped up in previous lotteries over the worst bottom 3 teams in the NBA. I'm not going to look at that and be like, oh, it's a conspiracy. They had a chance of getting 4 and they gave them 4.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I can't complain about that. We all know, and that's my point that I was saying about the Nets. If we worse than the bottom 5 team, and we have 5 and we have 4, and all these other teams we was worse than, then is the NBA screwing us then too? Because we did our job. We were one of the worst teams in the NBA, and now this team getting a higher pick over us. We did what we were supposed to do.
Scott, you said that it doesn't take.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Listen, and I don't know if I speak for every Nets fan, bro, but I never want to see us do this shit again, bro, because all it creates is confusion, and everybody act like they don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. I know what's going on, and I don't trust nothing that the NBA controls, bro. Fuck them. We got to build this shit on our own. We got to figure out how to walk, crawl, and eat food on our own. We got to figure out how to build on our own. It starts with the staff, the coaching staff, the scouts, and the players. They all need to be all locked in come next season. It's supposed to happen
because we don't have no picks. This wasn't supposed to happen now. It's supposed to happen this summer. We had the biggest scouting department in the NBA, and they drafted 5 guards. Like this is the insane thing. It's like if we had a whole different front office, I don't think anybody would be as upset as they are right now, because it's not that guys aren't trying. It's just you don't have any roster balance. We don't have an actual center. We don't have an actual power forward. We have a small forward who wants $50 million to play into his 30s with 3 back surgeries, and we don't know who our point guard is, but we have 3 options, and we have a shooting guard role that is kind of up for grabs. That starting lineup is where the changes have to happen. If we don't have a legit starting 5 next year, I don't care what you do, how good or bad you are, you're not going to be great whatsoever. We need to really change that starting 5 right now if we want to be a serious team going into next year. Part of it is a draft, and part of it is also free agency and trade market. We got to be a little aggressive.
Yeah, I think we will.
Getting of a starting unit together.
Yeah, you're right, John. I think we will, though.
Like we just have to.
I think we will. Like
if that's getting Zion on the team or getting a home, do it. If it makes the team better.
You can't blame this team right now. They are in tank mode. I mean, you can't get no tanker than what they look who they put out there in the starting lineup. They put a G League team out there, literally. They put a G League team out there to play today. I mean, what else can you want them, Jordy, to do? What else you want them to do? So
hiring Jordy shouldn't have happened these 2 years. If you're trying to get a winning coach, that's when you hire Jordy, not when you're trying to go into a whole rebuilds thing.
The question
that's another bad decision I was made.
The question is,
the thing is that you need to decide that you got to end the rebuild on your own. You got to put yourself in the mind frame of LEEF. Fuck the NBA, bro. Like, they not giving you shit, bro. You got to build this shit on your own. Figure this shit out. Put a strategy together. There's a difference between having a plan and a strategy. A plan, all right, you just writing this shit out, and then, all right, hopefully it get put together and we see how it works. And then if it don't work after one thing, you scratch it. A strategy is something that you commit to.
Yeah.
You got to commit to some shit. This summer, commit to something. Stop committed. If you committing to 2-year deals and you trying to find dudes that's gonna run through a wall for you for 4 years, $12 million, Okay, fine. Find them, get the ball rolling, and let's get this shit on the road. I never want to see a season like this again because all it does is divide Nets fans into groups of 3. That's all this shit did.
Well, this our last. We can't tank next year anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who
started this game? Who started today? Jamal.
It was what Nolan, Powell, Nolan. I know my knot wasn't in the line. It was Nolan, Powell. I think Chaney, Johnson, Liddell.
Oh, come on.
That sounds horrible.
Word up. Them guys didn't probably even play together.
What? That was a horrible lineup we put out. Now, if y'all talking about sitting Nolan too, then okay, I'll give y'all that. But I mean, and
that's what Javon is saying. But I mean, they on the bench. What else do you want to do? Who you going to get?
If you shout out Nolan, cool. I mean, if you shout out Nolan, cool. Okay, I'll get with you there. If you wanted to sit out Jalen Wilson, cool. But somehow, some way, I feel like we would have still found a way to win that game.
Word up. I ain't going to lie to you.
No, yo.
I don't know. What's up, CJ? What's good, babe?
What's up, Scott?
What's up? What's up, man? Did you see the game?
I watched some of it, bro.
You know, I noticed Net fans say I watched some of it.
I watched the whole game. I mean, the Wizards was up at one point.
Yeah.
I see Nolan had 23 points. And I mean, look at how he got them 23 points.
He shot terrible.
A lot of people was like,
20 points.
I do agree Nolan should have sat out, but at the same time, it's just like he the rookie. You know, they're gonna play. But they did sit Trey Johnson now, and he a rookie. So, I mean, I guess you could look at it like we ain't do what we were supposed to do. But I mean, Wizards was up at one point. I gotta give him it. Like they was up. You know,
it wasn't like it was one of these marathon games where they were killing each other or somebody was beating the shit out of you.
You know, so I mean, it really ain't much to really. I get it. Like I get the crash out in terms of.
I get what Jay was saying.
I don't get the crash out at all, bro. Like the NBA ain't giving a shit. Listen, the draft lottery is something that the NBA created so they can be in control, bro. They ain't giving a shit because they. And
to be fair, to Lee's point that he made, I looked at that draft again. The Wizards, that Castle draft, the Wizards was 2. They were the second worst team in the NBA. They got 2. The Pistons were the worst team in the NBA that year. They got 5. Spurs was the 5th worst. They got 4. And then the Trailblazers, I believe, was the 3rd worst, and they got 7. And I think Houston was a playing team, and they got 3. So, I mean, to Lee's point, he do got a point. You know, they could choose whoever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
We all should have known that shit for last year, Drew.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't disagree.
Like, never mind that. I knew this shit, bro, before Wemby even got on the fucking Spurs. The year that the Spurs was supposed to tank, they started off 8-3 with Jakopoto. They got rid of him, and they was like, and the NBA must have tapped them niggas on the shoulder and be like, "Yo, what are y'all doing, bro? Yo, we trying to give y'all Wemby. Y'all got him. Don't worry about it." And then they finished with the second worst record in the league, got Wemby, and they should have never got another top 5 pick ever after that. The NBA has been spoon feeding them, bro, because they want them where they are today. That's why. They're going to do the same thing to Cooper Flag because the Dallas Mavericks did them a favor by sending Luka to the fucking Lakers. People see the goddamn writing on the wall, bro. The NBA created the draft lottery so they can be in control of this shit.
I can't be mad. I can't be mad at that point.
I can't
be mad at that point either. That's a fair point. I can't dispute it.
I'm not. That's a fair point.
That's a fat point, man.
That is a very fair point.
That is not
because like Lee was saying, like Chicago Bulls and Memphis Grizzlies. You look where they at, man.
But
don't be surprised to get top pick.
But then winning this game, if that is true, then winning this game is nothing. They can easily just, if they want to, give the Brooklyn Nets top 3 picks.
That's what I'm saying. To Leaf's point, if they could choose whoever they want, then they should.
They can give Brooklyn the top 3 pick. They can give us one of them top 3 picks, and that'd be good enough for Brooklyn. And they know that. And to be honest, they know the Knicks are going to crash. They know the Knicks are going to crash. They know this. If they
That
don't
shit
win a
gonna crash
title,
and burn over
it's
here.
going to crash soon. And they don't want they want a team in this market to do well. Now it's either between us or the Knicks. If they give us one of
They
the top
struggling
three
against New
picks,
Orleans, bro. Like them niggas not going
notice how
nowhere.
over the years, and this is what I don't get by people calling the Knicks and Nets a rivalry, bro. Like
no,
what,
I'm
like
not saying it's a
outside of
rivalry. It's a market. That's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah, but like
It's a market. If from
of
what you're
course
saying, it's a market. It's a
because
market.
every time the Knicks was trash, the Nets was up. Every time the Nets
Right.
was trash, the Knicks was up.
The Knicks are going to fall soon. And the next year or two, the Knicks going to fall.
They can
They
probably
can't.
fall now.
They probably can fall next year because
As much as next
they ain't
year.
going to have the money to keep everybody eventually, and they get bumped out of the playoffs. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Right. So I mean, if it would do good, I'm not agreeing with the sentiment that the Nets don't deserve a top pick, but I do see the point in we really don't know. Any of these teams can jump
No,
up
we
and they can
don't.
just choose whoever the fuck they want. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sit there and argue with that.
no, me
Like
neither. I ain't got no choice.
that's a fact too.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
it is what it
That is
is.
true.
Yo, that's
All
all
I'm
because
saying is the Nets are doing better this year than they did
They are
last
right,
year,
right,
and getting a pick. That's all I'm
right.
saying, and getting a shot at this top three. That's what we want. We don't want we don't want the fifth and the sixth pick. We don't want the sixth pick. I don't want a cuff like everybody's crying about. I don't. I mean, he's a good player. He probably do good on another team, but he ain't gonna do good here.
you don't think he'll do good here?
Nah, it's because you got to build around him, and who you gonna build around? A 6'2" guard, a 6'1" guard. We need a wing. We need a dynamic player. We need a dynamic player.
Building around Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff is already in the league. We've seen this before, bro. Like, stop. Like, why do we think teams are stupid enough to fall for anything that Darius Acuff is bringing to the league? They're not stupid. They got bigger guards. They got bigger wings. They got bigger tools, bro, to guard him, to throw at him.
Either
So
we get
so leave. So leave.
Way with any of these players.
So leave. If you all right, so leave. Let's say the Nets pick 5.
yeah.
So let's say Caleb Wilson, all those niggas you already know is out. So who would you take at 5 if not Darius Acuff?
At 5, bro, at 5, anything after the top prospects, the notable prospects, you got to go with fit, bro. Like, and for me, I got to go with either Wagler or Mikael Brown.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Mikael Brown, I think, would be a good fit.
Mikael Brown
would be. I think Mikael Brown would be perfect because now you got somebody that could do things in transition, and it's basically like Jaylen Brown. I mean, not Jaylen Brown. It's basically like Jalen Green. It's basically like having a better shooting version of Jalen Green, bro. Like, you're gonna put him on the wing. He's gonna get up a lot of shots in transition, bro. Like, and you could get your transition game going. You could start somewhere, bro. You start off.
I think he got better. I think he a better shooter, but I think he got better IQ though. I think he got better IQ than Jalen Green though.
Yeah, sure. I think so too.
A lot of times Jalen Green just out there just doing shit. But like, the thing is, Mikael Brown. You put him out now that he got some college under his way. Jalen Green was in the G League and played for the Unite team.
Yeah.
The thing is, Mikael Brown got a good understanding of how to work in a coach's system. You know what I'm saying?
Coach's game, yeah.
And a coach's game and a coach's philosophy. So once he's get out, like the thing is, like, once we start playing the way we really want to play, more spacing and more open open spaces for a lot of our for everybody from 1 through 5. Then we'll open that up. I think Mikael Brown, Wagler is not the athlete that Mikael Brown is.
No, he's not.
Mikael Brown.
Yeah, I would go with Brown myself. I like him. He's all right. He can shoot. He can do a little bit of everything. Oh, shoot.
I wouldn't be off for me because Nolan Traore or Yegor is not like definitive in terms of we solidified in our guard spot. And Mikael Brown is there, I'll take him. Shoot, let the best man win at that point.
Yeah. You gotta
It
take him. The
sucks.
reason
I'm not saying this is
What's up,
another point
Leaf?
guard. It
What's up,
sucks, but
LB?
Hey, what's
you
up,
you
know,
man?
gotta take him. What's up, LB? You gotta
You
take
know,
him
I don't
because he's
even know. To be honest with you, I haven't seen enough of Acuff to say that he's the worst out of the two.
Okay.
Meaning the
All
point
right.
guards.
Right,
To be
right.
honest with you, so but I know what Leaf described as Michael's game. That's not his game. His game is a point guard. He takes the shots that are necessary, but he's not a dynamic scorer.
well. What would you describe
he
him?
could.
What would you
I don't know,
describe him
LBO.
as?
He could
Because
turn up
like
when necessary.
everything that I seen from him is basically screaming Jalen Green.
Nah, Jalen Green is not a ball. Jalen Green is not a ball handler.
Mm.
Okay, I
This
mean,
this kid
okay.
is a point guard. This kid is a point guard.
He a
Yeah.
point guard, LBO, but he can
He
still
a point
he
guard,
could
but
put up
wouldn't
buckets.
like the way that he scores? Would you say that he has more of a two guards game?
Nah, I'd say when he has people who are really good, he gets them the ball.
Well, that ain't the
I
Nets,
think
so
it's
we can
more. I
just
think
find
that's.
out.
Yeah.
I think it's more so of a balance though. Like from what
Yeah,
I've
it's the
seen of
Nets, bro. So
Mikel,
he should be
he
able to
can
get up
get.
18 shots a game right
I
off the
think
rip.
he's better than Jalen Green just off of IQ. Like he can get guys in their
Oh,
spots. He's athletic.
definitely, because
Like he's
Jalen
way
Green
better.
is more or less just athleticism. He's like Felipe Lopez.
Then that begs to ask this one question, LB. Why did we draft three guards? That
I like
then
to know that too.
It's
that
too
begs
late to turn
yeah,
back now.
I understand that, but even then, you had to have a vision that they were going to be you going to be in the draft next year. You knew that as a GM, he had to know that. He had to know he was going to be in the
But
draft
but
next
You
but
know
year.
but but
what
here but
though? You know
here's
what
the
though?
thing.
Maybe it
What
depends
dumb
on the, but
GMs do
maybe it
when they
depends
don't
on
when they
the,
not used
maybe
to
it
having
depends on the
picks.
player though,
But
right?
Curtis,
Because
this
if
kid,
the
right?
Nets get Dylan, if the Nets get Dylan, do we get Nolan? Do we get Yeager? No,
You know, no, you don't. You bypassed no Jaeger.
you
Yeah,
don't get another guard. So
right, right.
maybe they thought that Yeager wasn't good. I don't know if
Yeah,
Yeager was
that's
their
thank
guy,
you,
but
thank you,
it
LM.
could be maybe they
It
thought
comes
Yeager
from
wasn't good
doubt.
enough, and we need
You
Nolan.
must
We
you
need
must
another
had
guard.
doubt.
And if you get someone better, you could still trade him. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's
Jared
true.
McCain is still on Philly, right?
Yeah, that's true too. But I'm saying you had doubt then when you draft those picks. You had doubt. That's all. It's okay if you got doubt. You got doubt. You could have got Queen. You can
True.
solidify your inside your paint. Inside the paint, you can solidify it. There
Well,
was
the
two
problem
big.
is that
The
IGM
problem the
didn't
problem
He
with
didn't
doesn't
Queen
want
like
to
he didn't like
draft that.
problem
Queen.
with
He
Queen
doesn't
right
like
now is
Queen.
things on the
Right.
floor
And
and
that
getting in and
is
out of
a
foul trouble.
problem.
That's the problem with Queen. Now
That's
Danny Wolf doesn't necessarily have that problem because
he was
wherever
there
we put
too though. Leave. He was there. You got him anyway. He could have
yeah, but
got he could have got Queen and Danny Wolf.
no, not getting Queen and Danny Wolf is overkill, bro. Because now you got two
Really?
people. It is. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you
it
why.
should have been.
Because
It
Cause
should
you
have
want to
been.
you want
It
to get
should have
rid of
been Queen and
Claxton,
Renault.
right? Oh yeah, Queen and Renault.
Queen and
Yes, I would
Queen
have
and
got
Renault,
him.
Queen and Renault would have been better, but like Danny Wolf and Renault would have been absolutely magnificent because now you got
If
more
they,
space.
if you got those two, they run off the team. I'm not signing him back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
they
he's
running
trade
out.
bait.
Yeah,
You're
they
gonna
running
need
out.
you're gonna move some pieces, right?
Or Dayron and Claxton, I'm getting off.
Right. And then you're gonna move pieces. Then you can look for a guard. There's more always seem to me, more guards in the draft than anything else.
Always.
So then why would you draft three guards and you not sure? Come
You know
on,
what it
that
is?
was a bad
It's almost
move.
like they're a few years behind. Remember,
Right.
when we didn't have any guys that could bring the ball up. Like we had all of
Yeah.
these guys that could shoot. Like whether it was Joe Harris or Alan Crabb, but none of them, when they
With ball
pressed, they turned the
handlers.
ball over.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it seemed like now Mark saw Indiana, and he saw their press, and said, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get guys like that." But then he didn't really do his research because tell me, Yegor
Was he able to handle the press? No.
No.
So I'm like, so then why did you still draft him?
Thank you. Thank you. I told you the problem
And
is
I'm not
not the
saying that
players.
Yegor is a bad
Right. I'm
player.
not
I'm
saying the
just
problem
saying
is the
he's not
players.
ready to play point
Right.
guard.
Exactly. And that means the problem is not the players. The problem is the GM. We keep
Ding, ding,
focusing.
ding.
It's the GM. It's the GM and the owner. Because the owner believe in the GM.
Listen, I don't believe in the GM either, but the thing is, like, best case scenario with the 5 picks is that outside of Nolan Trayor, some of them, if they can't play one spot, then I think that the Nets idea was to fit them in another spot if they can't play one spot. So if
Yeah,
Yegor
yeah, yeah. It
So if
definitely
Diego
was
can't play
that.
the one, I think that the Nets, somebody on the coaching staff is trying to be like, maybe he could play the 2 and be like the shooter and be like the
Why
spot
would
up shooter
you?
and
But
be
you
like
know
the
what though? But you
shooter.
know what's a better plan than that? Just
Hold on,
getting
no,
better
let me finish.
players.
Let me finish.
Yeah, word up.
Oh, no. Let me finish. I think because I think this is what they were thinking. If Danny Wolf can't play the 4, maybe we could put him at the 5 for more spacing. If Drake Powell can't play the 2 or play in the backcourt or play the 1, we could definitely use him as a POA, and then maybe we could throw him at the wing so you'd be much faster. He have much more of a speed advantage, and we'll have runners. Nolan Trayor, bro, like, okay, like, this is the guy that actually has to work. If Ben Saraf can't play the 1, then let's try to get him to play the 2 and build him up and build up his build a little bit more. That's what I think that they were thinking. I don't know. I think there's multiple ways for a lot of these players to go. I'll be honest with you, but I
I
really think
think
that's what
I
they're thinking.
think all of them are expendable. So that's what I think.
Expendable,
And it's
like they
like
rookies.
because
Expendable for
what's the
what?
name? You saw what's the name just got signed this week, right?
Yeah.
Malachi Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Tyreek Whitehead.
Who he got signed to?
Somebody signed him.
Who
Somebody
signed him?
signed him.
Who signed? Hold up. No, I gotta look at this.
I didn't
Someone
see that
signed him.
one. Maybe.
And what I'm
I didn't see
saying
that.
is
Hold on.
I'm getting shades of Tyreek Whitehead with Powell because it's like either you play him and let him fail.
Oh, the Grizzlies signed him.
The Grizzlies
Yeah.
signed him?
You
Oh,
see?
wow.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Grizzlies signed him.
wow. Oh, wow. Yeah.
What did they sign him to?
That's what I'm trying to find out now.
They
But
I
they
don't
signed.
said they
know.
Hold
signed
up.
him.
But my
Grizzlies
whole
signed him to a
point
10-day
was
contract. Get
let's
out of
not
here.
hold on to these guys forever
They signed him to a
and
10-day
thinking that they're
contract, bro.
gonna.
I'm not taking that seriously.
No, but what I'm saying is let's
I'm
not
not doing
hold
a
on.
10-day
Let's
contract for
not
Nick
hold
Batum,
on
bro.
to
Come
these
on, man.
guys
I'm not doing that.
thinking that they're gonna turn
LB,
out
you almost
okay.
had me.
To be fair though, LBO, Derek Whitehead was dealing with injuries. Like he was scared of coming back to the league. Like at least with Yegor, he understands what he got to work on and do. Like he don't give off Derek Whitehead mentality. Like it makes sense they cut him. Like
So
I'm not
then,
gonna
so
sit here
then,
and be
why
like
did
it's
they
just.
draft? Why did we draft? Why did we draft Powell?
I don't disagree. Well, at the
Yeah,
time
that's
I
a.
didn't disagree with it, but I mean,
You got a point
Because you
there.
knew
Powell,
you didn't
Powell not a point
disagree
guard
because
though.
you know what
Yeah,
kind of
he's not a
athlete
point
he
guard.
is.
Drafted Powell, bro, because we thought
Powell's
he
not
was
a
a
point
kid.
guard though.
He's a
No, I'm
POA.
saying he's not a point guard. He's an athlete. He's an athletic too. But the point is, your research should show you, yo, is this dude gonna be assertive enough to play in the NBA or not?
You think
That
it's
is
somebody
true.
in the locker room that's not like telling him,
Just,
or maybe it's just him? Because I don't know. Maybe they are telling him to be aggressive, but he's just not doing it.
And if he's not, it falls back on the GM, right?
yeah, I mean, I always said it goes back to him
I
anyway.
mean, in the
Because
interview, but in the pre-draft process, I think mentality should be one of the things you look for in a player. I'll
yeah,
definitely say
yeah,
that.
That is one of
and
them,
he was
though. That
drafted too
is.
high.
Yeah, you could have waited for the second rounder. He probably would have been there.
True. You could have
That's
probably got him later.
that.
But who would you would have
That's
took instead of? I think
we
Powell wasn't
know.
bad, but Ben Saraf was the pick. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, yeah.
But who would you? So LBO, the question is, who would you have taken that would you have taken Renard instead of Powell at that spot?
Yes,
Oh,
I would
definitely,
have. I would have.
Definitely.
I would
Okay.
have.
Did you see his press conference the other day?
I would have.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said the
I
only
did.
guy that averaged 20 and 10 last year.
I would
I
That
would
have.
was
take a
him.
Renard there too. I would have taken Renard.
And he did it, in the ACC, right? He
Yeah,
did it
he
in the same
did. He
conference
did do
that
it in the
Maluak,
ACC.
and he did it in the same conference that Maluak and
With
the other
Wait, you
dude
talking? Wait,
are
who we
in.
talking about? Maxime
Queen.
Renault?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, he
Stanford
did
is
it.
in the ACC.
Yeah, he was in the ACC, right?
Yeah, he was in the
yeah,
ACC. Yeah.
Stanford is in the
Yeah,
ACC.
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, yes. Where
What?
there
Hold
are
up.
bigs at,
Wait, was Stanford
Right.
in the tournament, bro? Hold up. Nah, we gotta clean this up.
and they didn't
I
even
believe they
bother.
were,
They didn't
if I'm
even
not
I don't think
mistaken.
they
bother.
was in the tournament, bro. Hold up. I gotta look that up again.
And I said
Hold on.
that before. I said that before. I like Yegor. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't think he was an eighth pick. That's all. I just don't think he
Same
was a
here. Same here.
top 10 pick. He was not a top 10. So Raf should have not even picked up at all. At all. At all. I've been saying that.
I don't think Stanford was in the tournament last year, so that double shit, I'm erasing that.
Okay, you can.
Okay, just
That
remember that. Just
all right.
remember the Anthony Edwards
All
team
right.
was 16 and 15.
Anthony
Okay.
Edwards went number one, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's totally
Nah, but
different.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. But you
All right.
can't. So
All
then he
right.
must have not
All
been
right.
that great.
Yeah. Yeah. All
No,
right.
That's what I'm
it's not
saying.
even.
Just cause
No, I'm
like
not. I'm not.
just cause
Hold
they
up.
didn't make the
No,
tournament
no.
don't mean
This is
like
this
you
is
That
not
he
know.
this is
can't
not me
play.
disagreeing with
Yeah.
you. No, LB, this is not me disagreeing with you. This is me not going off of like what we like anything that we
What his
saw.
points are, but he was
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
not going off
ACC
of
though.
anything that
Oh no,
I'm not
I'm
going off of
saying
anything.
I've seen him play. I've seen him
No, I've
play.
seen him
So,
play too,
but he
but
was
I'm
a
not going off
legit
of anything
2010.
college related, bro. Because the
Oh,
thing is,
okay.
when he got to the Sacramento Kings, he changed his game. When he was in college, he was doing whatever he wanted to do. When he got to the Sacramento Kings, he figured out, bro, like yo, I got to rebound, take the floaters in the lane, be in the paint, and be in the
Yeah.
painted area.
Yeah.
And that
I
he
mean
on
I
during the
think
time period
I
though, he's still
think the
averaging
I
what,
think the
17 and
NBA
8?
game is
Yeah.
yeah,
easier
but
for
the
him.
17 and 8 that he averaged this past month, that was on some Hartenstein shit. That wasn't on no Stanford shit. You
Nah,
True.
get what
but
I'm
what
saying,
it
bro?
Which
is
makes
No,
it
is
even
whoa.
more so
the NBA
impressive.
game is easier for him. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
he was
impressive for him,
older.
man.
He was
It's
older, and now that he's not seeing like everybody bunch him up and everything, he got more freedom. You know, he's one of them dudes that could actually score.
we could have
That's a fact.
legitimately brung
That's
out
a
a
fact. He definitely
two
can
big
score.
lineup. We could have brung a two big lineup with both players can average double doubles.
Wolf and Reynard would have
I
been
don't
a
know. I
really
don't know
good,
about
I
that.
feel like, front court.
Listen to what I'm saying. Both of them could have averaged
Nah, he's
double
saying Queen
doubles.
and Renault.
Yes, and both of
Oh,
them can. Both of them can.
I mean,
No,
would you put? I mean, if
the
would you
thing
put
is,
Queen at the 4?
I'm not putting
I'm
Queen
Yeah,
at
just
the
why
four.
saying.
not?
I'm
Why
just
not?
saying you can
No,
Nah,
put a
I'm not
Queen
putting
at the
Queen at the
legitimate.
four.
4. I'm sorry.
Queen at the four, bro. I
What?
guarantee you, we won't play over. He
You
won't
you
play
could have
over
Who
20
put
at the
minutes
four?
because
Who
he's
at the four
guard.
is bullying him?
you could have put them two double out there
Queen
with
at the
Yegor
four.
and been beautiful.
Hold up. No, the problem with Queen at the four is that he can't guard. Like, if you go watch the Pelicans game, right, he got played out the lineup. Misi is now back in the lineup because he kept getting in foul trouble. He had the day
Misi,
run problem.
Misi deserved to be in the lineup. He's a center. Queen
Exactly.
is a four.
But Queen can't play four neither because he got
He
in
can
foul
play
trouble.
four. He can play
He's
four.
not
It's
he's not garbage, man. He's not
No,
garbage.
I'm not saying that he's garbage. What I'm saying is that there's two reasons why he can't play four on that team. One, because Zion
Oh, on that
occupies
team,
that.
yeah, on
Zion
that team.
occupies that, and number two, bro, when they put him as the last line of defense because he always plays drop, he gets in foul trouble.
Right.
well, that's what happens when you're a rookie.
No, that's what happens when you're Derek Queen.
Nah, well, we're gonna see. I guess you don't think he's gonna
I don't
develop
know. I
much.
don't know X Ruler how
No,
old
I
Drake
think his
Powell
game is
is.
his game.
I
Everything
think
that
Drake
we saw from
Powell.
here's the thing. The thing about
I'm
Queen,
gonna look it up.
all of the triple doubles that you saw for him, that's his that's what the best that he can be in the league on a consistent basis. The problem is they're not going to build around him the same way the Denver Nuggets built around Joker, because that's the only way that you could keep him from being a
Jake Powell.
You
liability.
think so? You think they still on Sabonis or?
Drake Powell is 20, and Renault is. Let me see how old Renault is. Drake.
I think he's 23.
I think. Yeah. He was.
Nah, Renault is definitely older than Powell.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
what he's trying to say is like Renault is older and more experienced. That's where Powell is just 19.
Right.
Like you got to give him time
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see where he can
but
be at 21.
right.
or
My
something.
whole thing was, if you listen to what Sean says, is that this rebuild ain't gonna take a long time. Oh yeah, really?
Bro, he don't know, bro.
Really? I would have took the 23-year-old if I wanted to go
That's
fast.
for season ticket holders.
It
I
ain't even
would.
for season ticket holders, bro.
I would have got the
That's for
23-year-old if I
job
wanted to
security. That's what
go.
it's for.
If I want the pieces to fall into place. I'd have took the 23-year-old.
Yeah, so can
True.
somebody tell me how Giannis got two of his brothers on this team, bro? Like, and they out.
That's
and
why
he
they
can't even play.
garbage.
As soon as he got them a championship, they told him, "Yo, you can do whatever you want.
Basically.
You can do whatever you want, yo. What you want here? Let's keep it real. Nobody be going to Milwaukee in free agency, bro. Lucking out on
I
Giannis
ain't
was the
gonna
best
lie,
thing that
bro.
ever
They might
happened
as
to
well
that
get the whole
organization.
Giannis family,
Yes, it was.
family tree on there.
Yes, it
Them
was.
niggas developing Giannis was Jesus' gift to
Yes.
that organization. Because
Yes,
ain't nobody going
that
to
was
no
a
Milwaukee.
blessing, right, Ella? That was a blessing.
I mean,
A whole blessing.
that was their first blessing that they got since Kareem, bro. Like,
Yep.
really?
But you know what? They really messed that team up once they traded Drew Holiday.
Yeah, once
They
Drew
didn't
was out of there, it was
understand
right.
that he
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
linchpin, you know?
Just like I think
That's what he
the
said. They thought the
Pacers will
grass
never
was
be the
greener.
same neither.
They thought the grass was green on the other side with Damian Lillard, and they found out quickly that it wasn't.
Just
Now,
like I
guaranteed there
think,
was injuries, but still, like,
yeah. Just like I think the Pacers ain't gonna be the same. I don't think the Pacers gonna be the same.
I don't know. If you give them a top 3 pick with that roster next year with Zubac, Siakam,
But they got well, yeah. Zubac.
They made some.
I forgot
moves.
they got Zubac. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
forgot.
made some moves at the
Did you see where
deadline.
that dude,
I forgot that one.
did you see
Yeah.
where that dude in one of the drafts, one of the mock drafts, he said if Indy gets the first pick, they're gonna take Cam Boozer.
Yeah, I
Man.
think Boozer's gonna be. Yeah, they did say that. They was like, if Indy get the first pick, Boozer might be the guy for them. Which I feel like, I don't know, if you got Siakam at the 4 next year, I mean, you putting Boozer at the 3? Like, I don't know how.
I didn't
I
get
don't know
that
how
either unless they turn it around and trade Siakam. But Siakam makes too much money to be a real trade.
True,
You breaking up.
I don't know.
LM.
You're gonna break that.
Go
No, I
ahead.
think,
Go ahead.
is it me? I don't know.
No,
but,
no,
like,
that was LM. That LB. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I think that realistically, maybe they go AJ. I don't know, but Boozer don't seem like a good fit. Like, unless you put him at the 3 next to Siakam. Siakam was pretty huge for them in that playoff run. Like, you just gonna let go of Siakam like that for a rookie you don't even know is gonna like produce for your team? Like, I don't know. That's a gamble to me.
so I get the ruler like Powell. Its upside can be higher, but I have to see it. I have to see it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have to see it. Defensively, yeah, he got the long arms, he hustle and everything, but his scoring is still sus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see. With these guys, I don't know. I'm already seeing the crash out on Twitter from Nets
Yeah,
fans.
yeah, they going crazy.
I'm just saying, like, if there's still a positive to take from this, we're still one of the worst 3 teams in the NBA. We're still in a good spot. Like, it's a positive for where we want to. I guess the bottom 3
It's
in terms
not
of
a
percentage,
positive
we
at
all
all.
got the same odds.
LM based off everything that I talk about what happened with the Spurs in these last 3 drafts and what the Pistons got, man, for well, mind you, because I guarantee you almost every single year the Pistons finished with a worse record than the Spurs, and they were gifted the 5th pick almost every single time outside of that outside of the time when they got K. The NBA did not give a shit about the goddamn Pistons, bro. Like in that 28 game losing streak and the 5 picks and the number 5 picks that they been getting ever since they got Cade proves it. Everything that they're doing is through the mud on their own. That's why they are number 1 in the East right now. And the way that we got to do it, bro, is sort of parallel to
At
them.
the source of
It's
that
not
is
the
Cade
same
and
as them
Jalen
because
Duren, though.
we don't
At the
have
source of that
Cade.
is Cade and Jalen Duren.
Right,
Yeah.
but at the same time, bro, like we gotta remember, we don't got anything close to Cade, and we don't got anything close to Jalen Duren on this team. What we need to do is figure out what our identity with the players that we are going to move forward with are us going to be. The best
Right,
thing
but they
about
tanked to get Cade, though, Leaf. Like, that's the one thing. They didn't get Cade through a trade or free agency. They had to push their luck and see, okay, Cade is coming in the draft. We got to see what
okay,
if we can get him. And they
okay,
did.
okay. All right, let's just say that's true. They got Cade, right? Boom, they got Cade number 1 in a draft where a lot of people, I'm not gonna say everybody, well, a lot of people didn't know what who Cade was or this, that, the third, what type of player Cade was gonna end up becoming. So they gave him Cade, like, all right, here, y'all take Cade.
Nah, I don't know if y'all was watching Cade at Oklahoma. Cade was nice. It was a constant battle between who's gonna be better, him or Jalen Green. That was the constant battle that year. I was Team Cade. I was like, he's going to be one of the nicest players in this draft in a few years, and I
No,
was
no.
correct.
Listen, no. I'm not saying that he was or if he wasn't. What I'm saying is the reason why Detroit was gifted Cade during that year is if you look at the rest of that draft and you look at the way that the other teams were shaped out and their rosters were shaped out, then that would probably made the difference as to why they got Cade and why Houston or another team or some other team didn't get Cade, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to say. The NBA are hell bent on building rosters, bro, like and making certain fits. So if Dallas this year get and winds up with AJ, then you know what they're building down there. They're pairing AJ with a Cooper Flag, and they're trying to create the West Coast version of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That's what they're trying to do. If Boozer ends up with Utah or Chicago, there's a pattern going on. There's patterns going on with these players. They're gonna end up if he ends up with Utah or Chicago, it's because his dad played for those teams. Get what I'm saying? There's patterns with these players. There's patterns with top commodities. The Nets don't fit none of these top commodities that's coming out of the draft. They don't.
I don't know. I can't say that with certainty. With Detroit getting Cade and Orlando getting Paolo, like we didn't know what those players was going to turn out to be. Yes, they were the top of their class, but at the same time, it was a matter of all right. Orlando ain't got a top pick in a while.
If you watch Paolo at Duke, you knew he was a man amongst boys. Jabari Smith,
He
bro,
was
probably
while dealing with cramps, while dealing with hamstrings.
yeah, while
Like that
dealing
was
with
his,
trans,
while, that
dealing
was
with
his thing.
hamstring. He
My
was a man
my thing
amongst
is
boys.
with Cade.
Chet Holmgren, at that time at Gonzaga, he proved that he had a good skill set, a good this, good that. But at the same time, he wasn't the guy that was going to put a franchise on his back because he also they also knew that his bones was brittle. That's the reason why he got injured in the off season before he
Right,
even
but
suited up for the Thunder, bro.
the thing I gotta give those teams though is I don't know. I think Detroit was 20-46 when they got Cade, but OKC dang sure tanked for Shet. That is a fact. They was one of the worst teams in the NBA at that point in time. So realistically, all of these teams that we looking at that got the top picks, yes, some of the draft, they chose who the fuck they wanted there. But most of the drafts since 2019, the teams that were tanking, that were one of the worst teams, they definitely did get a top 3 pick at some point. So my thing is, I don't know if that's going to be the Nets this year, but realistically, to Detroit's point, they were the worst team for most of their seasons, and they did land at 5. But at the same time, that gave them a sore. That gave them Ivy, which at the time, Ivy, he doing something crazy at this point. But they did fulfill their roster around in a unit around through tanking. So realistically, I get it in terms of most guys like, yo, we want to make sure we at least finish 5. But at the same time, it's the same conversation as to where if the Nets are the worst team in the NBA, bro, and they get 5, and there's a team that didn't tank as well as we did that got a top pick, then why crash out? Why do we think if we get the worst record in the NBA that they're gonna reward us with a top 3 pick? Like, or it really doesn't matter. We could be 3rd right now and still get top 3. And while freaking Washington gets screwed over. Like, just because you were the worst team in the NBA doesn't mean that you're going to get rewarded and, you're just better than all of the tanking teams and you're just going to get a top 3 spot. No. Like, they can get screwed too. So, I ain't going to sit here complaining about, we the 3rd worst team in the NBA. If this really they choose who they want to be in the top, then they can choose the Nets to be at the top 3. If that's really the case. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just hope that they make the correct choice. But the Nets can still finish top 3.
Yeah.
Like, if Detroit was doing all of that tanking, they were the worst team in the NBA for years and years, and they finished 5. And the other teams that wasn't worse than them, they finished higher than them, then that gives me incentive to believe that the Nets can finish higher than the worst team in the league. So
yeah.
Okay.
It's a lottery. It's a lottery. You just got to be in that group. You got to be close. You got to be real close. But like I said, just because you finish at the bottom doesn't mean you get the bottom team. Usually gets the 4th, 5th, 6th pick. We've seen it a number of times. Maybe it's best that you don't be the worst team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the worst team, and it's a high percentage to land at 5. It's not like it's a 7% chance to land at 5. So
yeah, because you're supposed to have more picks. Yeah, you're supposed to have the more, in the kitty to pick from. So they're gonna end up picking you if you got a higher percentage. You can easily be the 4th and the 5th pick. Easy. So I don't see the it's all a gamble at this point. You need
like
some
it's
luck.
All a gamble.
You need some luck.
At May 10th, if the Nets get a higher pick than the Wizards and the Pacers, nobody here is going to be complaining.
Nope, you ain't going to hear nothing else about it.
No complaints. You're going to hear celebrations. Oh, we did it. But y'all was crashing out over a Wizards win. Nets win over the Wizards. Like, come on. We got to do better, y'all. Like, it is up to chance. Like, whoever they choose to be up there in that top 4, they can choose who they want.
Gallo, it still can happen.
I still think they should show the process. Like, I'm on board with that. Like, show
why they don't show it no more.
Show us what's really going on behind the scenes. Like,
that's why Leaf say what he say. That's why Leaf
I ain't
say
gonna
what
disagree
he
either. Like, show us what's going on. Show us if Dallas really did deserve number 1. Like,
John be crying. He'll pass out if we win another game.
Man, I do hope we do lose to close out the season, but at the same time, it's like what I asked this year is for us to be a bottom 3 team, and we are a bottom 3 team. So
yes, we are. That's
all I can ask for. And I'm good. Bottom 3, all the top bottom 3 teams have the same exact percentages at getting top 4 and top 3.
Yes, indeed.
They all the same percentage. So, I mean, you take what you can get with that at this point.
Well,
I don't know what
Gallo,
more
you
we could have
talking
done.
about Gallo talking about the top five, but see, the thing is, or your where they give you the fifth pick because your ball actually doesn't pick there. From what I
Right.
know,
I'm
it's
not
it's given to
Jelio's
you.
point. To Jelio's point, I'm not saying at 5. Of course, you wouldn't want to fall below 5. But my thing is, even if the Nets, to some of the Nets fans, even at 5, that's a failure.
To me,
So
to me, it's close to it.
it's close.
Really, really
Right.
close.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if to some Nets fans in the organization, if getting 5 is a failure, you take that risk. Yes, you go with that. But at the same time, a lot of us want top 3. A lot of us want top 3. And so if you are a bottom 3 team, you have the same odds of getting in the top 3. Everybody has the same odds. Like, who's to say we 4 to 5 and Indiana gets a top 3 pick? Like,
I,
you really don't know.
no, you don't know. You don't know. It's a lottery. You don't know how that shit gonna fall out. And the owners, Gallo, I ain't gonna lie to you. The owners are about money. Yes, they might want to win, but they're okay when they see the check that the NBA give them. They okay. It helps. We're the fans. We just be crying. We don't get
I'm
a
not
check.
I'm not usually on the pessimistic side of things, but I think the Nets getting the top 3 pick might do the league some good. You
Yes,
got one of these
indeed.
elite players in one of the biggest cities in the world in New York.
Yep.
Like, that's money. That's revenue. Like, I think that works well for the league. Like, we got one of these guys in Brooklyn. We know they got some rivalry going on here with the Knicks. Like, if there's a chance that we get one of these top picks and the Nets is a winning organization again, it would do good for them to have the Nets and Knicks be good at the same time, I feel.
Well, we will see. We will see. We will see. We will see.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I do think the Nets are owed like some sort
Yeah.
of luck this year though.
Yeah, I think they're
And
doing the right thing compared to last year.
I definitely do. They did what they were supposed to do this year.
Yeah, they've been
And
losing like crazy. Come on,
and it's
dude.
like
They've
y'all
been losing.
complain some Net fans is complaining about bottom 3 odds now. And it's like we finished 6th last year. So do y'all not want bottom 3 odds or not? Like, we finished 6th last year. Like, it makes no sense for y'all to complain. We have better odds this year, but still be complaining. Like,
And
at the
if
fact
the
we got bottom 3.
and if the league is looking at it from a perspective of you keeping up the image, the Nets are keeping up the image as well. They play hard. Yeah, they win 1 or 2 games, but they play hard. They don't go out there and look terrible like the 2 times we got blown out by 50. That's not cool. So the league doesn't like when you throw in a game. You know, it doesn't look good. You can't. They selling a product. So that being
Yep.
said, well, LM, I'm a cash out now. I
All right.
appreciate you being here, Leaf being here, LB, John, CJ. I appreciate all the people in the chat. Gylo, the ruler. What's up, ruler? I haven't seen you in a while. John Harvey. Who else was in the chat? Jay was here. Franchise. I had a bunch of people in the Latrell Music. I appreciate y'all guys being here. And Jay. Thanks, Jay Noel. I appreciate y'all guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll cover the next game. We're going to go over some of the draft opportunities that we have, some of the players that we like. Not just the top 3, because there's, like I said, there's talent everywhere. Got to keep an open mind, because just in case we fall 5th spot, we might have to get one of these players. So we
Yep.
need to kind of like look at it. So I appreciate everybody. Everybody, peace.
Peace out, y'all.